What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight Podcast with your host, Maddox. But let's get straight into it, man. A lot of my black people in the inner cities and even the upper cities, the high end parts of town. But let's focus on the black community in the inner cities right now, right? Middle class or lower class. Um, it's turned into a baby civil war. Some voting for Trump, some going for Kamala Harris. How I look at it is, it's your American right. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for, but just be educated on the candidate you voting for, right? So a lot of the times, more so recent, Kamala Harris is running for president as a black woman. So that right there is triggering black women to vote for her because she's a black woman, and some black men are voting for her because she's a black woman. And then some people saying she's not black. And I just find it weird. Remember Kamala Harris mentioned to Taraji P. Henson, they not she said the Drake song, they ain't like us, or they not like us. That's what she said. They not like us. Ain't that for a person that was supposed to be an African American? Like literally like half black and half white. Saying that they pull that black card sometimes. But they're not like us because we always black all the time, right? But Kamala Harris is not even half black. She's not. She's even like 75% Indian. Her father's also, I think, Jamaican and Indian, and her mother's full Indian. So she have less than 50% of black in her. Some studies said that, well, some articles show that she had even less black American inside her. How you want to call it? Less black in her, I should say. Than the third, or a 25%. However you cut it. But a lot of our black people used to complain about white supremacy. White supremacy, white supremacy. Oh my God, white supremacy, white supremacy. Remember white supremacy rule? That if you have any drop of black in you, then you're not white. You're black. The one drop rule, which is a racist rule. So let's say, for example, if a white woman or a white man have 1% of black in them, then they're automatically black. And we was totally against that. No, that's not cool. That's not right. That's mad racist. Wow. In 2024, they are using a white supremacist ideology to confirm Kamala Harris' blackness. Am I bugging? Now she's black all of a sudden. So when Trump said, when he said at the the black journalist um black journalist conference or convention, I should say, I find it to be, when he said that, people got offended. Oh my God, he said that. He know if Kamala Harris was black or not. He was right, because most of the time she was going up there and saying she's the first Indian of this or first Indian of that. So Trump wasn't lying when he said that, right? Let's be honest. And even at that show, at the National Association of Black Journalists, I guess I could be wrong, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna post it up on the screen. But even then, they was mad rude to the former president. 35 minutes late, having waiting. The equipment wasn't really working too good. That was confirmed by the other Miss Harris on the other network. She confirmed that it was kind of a difficulties hearing. And then the interviewer was very rude and tried to sabotage him. So now if he responds in any way, it looks like he's a sexist, or he prejudiced, or is he racist. That was the plan. And I can't stand what the left do this all the time. They have black women as their mascots or black women as their guard dogs to attack white men or black men. I don't like that because my black women are great people. They're nobody guard dogs, man. I don't like that, but I see it. They always become white men or white left test dummies, and I don't like that. Right? But a lot of women out there willingly go for it. They willingly say, you know what? I'll do it. And another thing I find it weird. Why there was no black men interviewing Trump? There was no black men on that stage, just 3 black women. That is very telling. Even if it was 3 black men, I ask, where's the black woman? Even if I don't agree with the black man or the black woman, they all should be in unison, work together, asking these questions for a better America, right? So now I'm not saying my black women aren't competent. They can't do the job. Yes, they can do the job. But they have a natural thing with emotions. So a lot of times the emotion will overpower the interview. As you can see in that interview with Trump, the emotions was kept coming out, the rude, the snottiness. It was terrible. And I'm glad that Trump responded the way he responded. I'm glad he did that, man. For real. I just find it extremely crazy to me. Well, it was an interview with UMAR Johnson debating some people on his YouTube channel. People wanted me to react to this clip. So I'm going to play the clip and I'm going to react to it. Bear with me. I want to see how this thing goes. The interview is with David Barnes and guest Umar Johnson. Let's go.
Long before the election and make specific demands, and then I think we will be a lot stronger.
I absolutely agree, but here's the thing. The reason this is such a hot topic right now is President Biden did something that I don't think he withdrew his candidacy as president of the United States for a second term just before the Democratic National Convention and only a few months before the next presidential election. We haven't seen that happen in our lifetime, and it may have been the first time it happened at all. Most black people were absolutely disinterested in the next election when their options were limited to former President Trump and current, justifiably so, because neither one of those Caucasians did anything for black people with their 4 years. But when Kamala Harris decided...
Nah, you lying, Umar. I'm sorry. Donald Trump created opportunity zones for black people and Hispanic people. So black people definitely benefited from that. And opportunity zones was to help hire and create black businesses for young black entrepreneurs. He did that. First Step Act. He released a lot of black men from prison. He gave the most money to HBCUs in U.S. history up to that point. Let's be honest. So he did help out a lot of black people. Stop. He gave billions of dollars to colleges, black colleges. Let's not do that, Umar. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
To run when Joe Biden gave her his blessing, when the Democratic National Committee said that she was likely to be their nominee, when black people and white people and so-called people of color raised millions of dollars for her overnight, black people were energized to once again get interested in the election because she's a woman and she's often misrepresented as a black woman. And so that's why black people are interested now, Baba, because all of this happened within the past 2 to 3 weeks. Black people would not be this excited about this election if it was still Trump or Biden. And the reason the Democrats went with Kamala Harris and not a Democrat, because there's other qualified Democrats, they went with Kamala Harris because there were 10 million more women, regardless of race. There were 10 million more women in America registered to vote than men during the last midterm. So the Democrats are hoping that Kamala Harris, being a woman and being black and being so-called person of color, that she will be able to attract to the Democratic Party the lion's share of those 10 million women who outnumber men in the next election. That's why they're putting her out front.
Yeah, we have Cynthia on the phone line, but before we go to Cynthia, I want to reiterate again that you appear to have a lot of negative things to say about Kamala, but I don't hear you say a lot of negative things about Donald Trump.
We can talk about Trump if you want.
Here comes the simping. Here comes the simping. Umar Johnson is known to not be a Trump supporter. So being that whenever the topic is coming about Kamala Harris, black men can't critique her, they go back to what about isms? What about Trump? I already can smell a simping about to start. I already can smell it.
I don't want to talk negatively about anybody.
No, but what I'm saying is, listen, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I'm not loyal to no Caucasians or East Indians. I'm loyal to African liberation. So if you want to talk about Trump, let's talk about Trump. But nobody's going to sit here and act like I'm a Trumper or a Trump loyalist. I'm not voting for him, and I just gave you two big reasons why.
I told you.
But I am not going to endorse this woman just because she claims to be black when it benefits her. I'm not doing it. And
all right, well, let's talk to Cynthia on the
because
phone.
Of her identity.
Good afternoon, Cynthia.
Well, good afternoon. Peace and blessings.
It's about her not having nothing on the table to be black.
Dr. Omar, we have somebody on the phone.
Bring it up.
Yes, we have somebody on the phone, Dr. Omar.
Yes.
I'm almost forgetting what I wanted to ask.
All right.
I've been on here so long. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Dr. Omar, I heard you say that we need to listen to both Kamala and Trump. I don't want to listen to Trump no more. I don't want to hear anything he says.
Emotion.
Because I know who he is. We don't need
Emotional. She is a dangerous voter. Emotional.
to keep listening to him. Okay? We
And why
know
should we
what
listen
he's
to her?
to do.
And we're listening to her why, my sister? We're listening to Kamala Harris why? I understand you don't want to listen to Trump. Why should we listen to her?
No, you won't let me finish.
I'm asking a question. Why should we listen to her?
I want to finish. I need no more information about Trump. Anyone that wants to uphold him and vote for him, they're foolish. Kamala Harris, I choose.
Here it go. Here it goes. Here's the goal, the shaming, the insults. We're foolish because we refuse to be tricked by the same old tricks. But you're not foolish for voting for a woman that you have yet to give any policies or reasons why we should vote for her and not Trump. Now that's foolish.
Her because of some positive things she has done. Now it's not 100%.
Like what?
It's not 100%.
Like what?
A few things. I mean, I'm not here on the phone to do that. But
What has she done for black
me? I gotta listen to Trump.
people? You said she's done some things. Well, you ain't gave me an answer yet.
Yeah, but still, you beat the system. I apologize, Cynthia. He's coming kind of hard on you, but and I think you seem to be so negative towards.
Yo. How is Umar Johnson coming hard at her, and she says something? She wanted to address him. He's addressing her back and asking her a question that she can't answer it, and he holding her foot to the fire, and some weird reason, David Barnes is saying you going too hard on her sister. Like this one, yo, it don't pay to simp. It don't. Stop it, man. Stop it. Let her hold her own. They're having a conversation. All that, yo, come on, bro. You going too hard.
But you sweet. You trying to be sweet to Donald Trump. I don't understand that. It seems like you're being anti-black.
I'm being anti-black by not voting for a woman who's anti-black. Please explain that.
I don't know how you can say that she's anti-black
by not voting for a woman who's anti-black. Please.
I don't know. I ain't seen it being anti-black.
Why? How is she anti-black though, Dr. Omar?
Because she sat in an interview. It's all over YouTube.
This dude tried to say Umar Johnson is going against black people or anti-black because what are we talking about? What? Old Man River, what are you talking about?
I'll send you the clip where she was asked what was she going to do for black people when she got elected.
Sorry.
Every mayor we've had.
I'm sorry, Old Man River. I'm sorry, my bad.
In Philadelphia said the same thing. I'm not the mayor of Black Philadelphia.
My bad. His name. My bad, David Barnes. I'm sorry.
All of them say it. Barack Obama said the same thing.
Said we're not going to do anything. She said we're not going to do anything just for black people.
That's
Those
true.
are her exact words.
True.
But
her exact words. I am quoting her. We are not going to do anything just for black people.
So it looks like she was talking. See, Dr. Omar, you were talking about not as being emotional, but it looks like
you're defending white supremacy. You're defending white supremacy, and you ain't getting me one reason why we should vote for her yet. Neither one of you have given me a single reason why black people should vote for Kamala Harris. You want Donald Trump, but you ain't got a reason for this.
But you don't say that. You don't say either or. We got Wes on the phone line on Southwest Philadelphia. Good afternoon, Wes. Wes said he ain't in this mess.
Can you hear me? Good afternoon.
Yes, I hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, I wanted to direct my comments specifically to Dr. Umar, if I may. And Dr. Umar, as a black man who lives here in Philadelphia, I am an elder, and I simply want to say to you, I appreciate the fact that you speak, act, and walk as a black man, and that you do so unapologetically, because there seems to be a concerted effort across the country right now to force black men to stand in line, to get in line, and to sort of get on board with everything we're being told.
Thank you.
You're asking them. They're not reality right in our faces as we're being deprioritized. Oh boy, you're being devalued, and you're being pushed aside by other people who have not made similar contributions to the United States. They're being given things in your face.
Facts.
So thank you for standing up.
First of all, thank you, brother. Thank you. A black man who got on the phone and tell it like it is. For real, they want black men to stand in line. See the black woman doing that, you better follow her. And woman, yeah, you better follow me. Or you ain't getting no cootie cat tonight. Remember that song? I don't want dick tonight. Eat my... Right. Little Kim? That's little girls right now. If you don't follow what these women want you to follow, they get mad and turn off their cootie cat bar. It's off. Nigga. No cootie cat tonight. You better vote for Kamala Harris.
All right, thank you, Wes, so much for that. We got somebody else on the
Thank you,
phone
Elder.
line.
Thank you.
Nicholas? Okay, who we got on the phone line? Good afternoon, Paula.
Good afternoon.
What's your first name? Where you calling from?
My name is Mary, and I'm calling from Jersey.
Yo,
Hey,
Mary. I already could tell Mary about to go off. I could feel it. I could feel it. Yo, I'm telling you, my black people can vouch for this. If you hear somebody come on the phone like that, that little Mary, she's about to be sassy, right? The real meaning of sassy. She about to attack Umar. I don't know if Umar sensed it coming, but it's coming. I can feel it.
New Jersey.
And I'm sick of listening to Umar. Umar,
Yeah, I told y'all. I told y'all. Yo, I told you. Pika. I told you. Hold on.
okay? Good afternoon.
What's your
Remember
first
one of the
name?
facts,
Where you calling from? That's so much for that. We got somebody else on
Thank
the
you,
phone
Elder.
line.
Thank you.
Nicholas? Okay, who we got on the phone line? Good afternoon, Paula.
Good afternoon.
What's your first name? Where you calling from?
My name is Mary, and I'm calling from Jersey.
Hey, Jersey.
And I'm sick of listening to Umar. Umar, let me talk. Okay? First and
That's
foremost.
Dr. Umar. It's the Dr. Umar.
Well, then act like a doctor and stop criticizing everybody. Bottom line, people who
Emotions, non-emotional strategic thinking.
Hater. You are a black woman.
You're emotional, my sister. We can't win being emotional.
Dude, you criticize everybody. I ain't never seen you do anything for black people.
Hey, we're not going to attack our guests either.
Calm down, my beautiful African
All right, caller from New Jersey.
Thank
We
you.
got your point. Thank you so
Calm
much.
down, queen.
Because, I don't want
today.
to attack.
Watch this, y'all. Watch this. She went up there and just lied on Umar Johnson. Now, I'm a guy that I don't really agree with Umar Johnson half the time. Half I do, half the time I don't. And he's one of the biggest advocates, or he advocates for women the most. For black women. He is one of the biggest advocates for black women. Umar Johnson. Literally. This guy, queen, goddesses, Mother Earth, black woman does no wrong. He didn't say that part though, but this is why it don't pay to try to please everyone. If you try to please everyone, you please no one. Right? Umar Johnson built his career while coming at the white man and bigging up the black woman. Right? Always big up the black woman. The minute the black woman don't agree with him, this is what you get. You hate black women. You're a black woman hater. How? How? Because he don't agree with you this one time, he hates black women all of a sudden? His whole platform is geared to black women. What are you talking about, Mary? What are you talking about? You just lied on this man. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm not going to try to kill Brother Umar Johnson's character, although I don't agree with him half the time. But no, I don't like that at all. Yeah, it don't pay, man. It don't pay. Everybody who was out there for black women, calling them gods on the pedestal, the minute they don't agree with you, them same women will come at you. Oh, fuck you. And forgot all the good you did for them. Now, I'm not saying all black women. There's some true women out there that ride or die who will stick with you to the end. Those type of black women, I love you with all my heart. But this right here was some bullshit they try to pull on Umar Johnson because he's questioning Kamala Harris's policies and asking y'all to question her policies too, or if she even had a policy, what is it, or why are you voting for her? And it's how do you do that? Are you defending a 75% Indian woman? Yo.
Our guests, I don't want nobody attacking our callers. And you have seemed to be mighty emotional yourself today, Dr. Umar. We all are, because this is a very touchy situation. We see it differently.
Passion. I am
Passion. Passion.
See, Dr. Omar is using semantics now. You are using semantics now. You are passionate.
Emotional, passionate.
Yeah, when black people say something about somebody, they're emotional, but you are passionate about it. Thank you. We love you too, Dr. Omar.
But we needed this conversation because I want people to understand that. Again, I want to be clear. What is this person still on the phone?
I don't think I could tell.
But I'm still clear. I want to be clear. So if every black person stayed home and didn't vote, and you say, well, it won't make no difference in him. But what if it does make a difference? What if Donald Trump gets in there and does a tremendous disservice to black people? Then what? You say, we should have came out and voted.
No, I wouldn't have. Because guess what? What we fail to realize
I'm gonna let him talk.
Is when it comes to black people in America, the Democratic and Republican agenda for the American Negro is absolutely 100% identically the same. It don't matter who wins. You're going to catch the same hell regardless because we don't carry on our politics in a non-emotional, professional, and organized manner. They don't have.
I'm kind of done with this right here. Let me give my little 2 cents on this. These niggas was up here simping for Kamala Harris, right? Umar Johnson stood his ground. He asked some legit questions, and none of them can actually answer his questions, right? But it's like black men. It's like, shut up, black men, get in line and vote or else. Nah, I don't want to vote that way. Matter of fact, you better vote, or I'm gonna get your black woman to attack you. And then a black woman attacking a man. You know what that reminds me of? Let me get this reason why you shouldn't take these type of women serious. Half the time, they don't know if they want a boyfriend or a husband or what they want for breakfast. They don't know what they want half the time. Now you leave the vote in their hands, forget about it. Let me give you an example. When Donald Trump got shot or grazed, and I showed support for Donald Trump because it hurt my heart when that happened. I don't like seeing anybody get hurt or killed. That's not. I don't care if you're white or black, Asian. I don't like that type of stuff. And I show support for Donald Trump, and a ton of black women unfollowed me. A ton. Unfollowed me. And some of the gay guys, too. One gay guy even told me, you unfollowed. Like, dude, you didn't even have to announce that. You could just unfollow me. Know what you remind me of, dude? One of them people who play who fake drunk. I'm so drunk. I don't know how I'm gonna get home. Oh, I'm so tired. Don't take advantage of me. Still peeking. Get out of here. But back to what I was saying, right? The woman got so mad at me because I supported Trump. They unfollowed. So one woman in particular that I know personally, it's why I realized that we living in a crazy emotional time. And it's dangerous, right? This girl I know, friends, phone calls every now and then. By the way, y'all, I'm a designer. I make clothes. I done help sewn clothes together. Not like that, but she need a little fix on her pants. I fix it for her for free. Helped her move out of the apartment to the U-Haul truck. Me by myself. It's only me and her. I stopped doing my day to help her out because I'm a gentleman. Long story short, she gets mad because I support Donald Trump and she don't support Donald Trump. So she put up a clip of Donald Trump that was totally out of context. I told her that's out of context. How come they, meaning the networks, didn't show you this clip from the same conference, or the Black Republican conference, of him saying he loved African Americans and how he looking out for them X, Y, and Z. She gets mad. She shares my stuff in her stories. You know what I'm saying? And was subbing me. I'm thinking it's all playful. All right, cool, it's playful. Ain't nothing, no big thing. But then I realized she started really getting into her feelings about the situation. So I'm like, all right, cool. All right, left it alone. She starts saying Trump supporters are weird. They come to shaming tactics. So it didn't really work on me. So, all right, cool, bet. Like a day or two go by. I realized I ain't see her online. So I go check. She unfollowed me to the point that I'm not following her. So all it means that she blocked me, then unblocked me. So I'm not following her naturally after the block. I text her phone. Like, damn, son, like, you unfollow me over over disagreement? She tried to gaslight me and said this is evidence of why you've been unfollowed. Cause you can let stuff go. I'm like, what? I'm just asking you a question. That was it. So from that moment on, we're not friends no more. All because I voted for Trump and she voted for Kamala Harris. And I'm not on the Kamala Harris bandwagon. That's the result of the left, man. The left they does this way too much, man. And as you can see, UMAR Johnson's the same way. Like I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. These women right now, they're in an emotional state for Kamala Harris, man. They're really in an emotional state. They'll go missing on you, fellas, for days because you didn't vote for Kamala Harris or you got a different opposing view. And then when you ask, we use that, y'all. We just have little differences on political views. They'll tell you, don't worry where I've been at. I don't owe you nothing. Just for check up on them because they was missing. But if you didn't check up on them, they will make another post about you. Oh, niggas don't know if I was dead or alive. They ain't check up on me. Wow, it's clipped for that nigga. So they'll clip you and go ghost of you because of political view. But then if you be a man and check on their well-being, they will gaslight you and shame you for hitting them up and asking them questions where you been. And these are grown women in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, and 60s that doing this bullshit game. Right? So be careful. Like Umar Johnson, I'm pretty sure women right now is mad at him because he's questioning Kamala Harris if she's black and what she did for black people. And to black women, you can't do that. But then the other black woman out there who I love, who got some common sense, is like, nah, we're not having that. She ain't black. I'm like, yeah. Those women that's using it, like, that's tired of the Democratic using them. Now, I'm not saying I'm Republican because I'm not Republican. Because I do believe that left wing, right wing, same bird. I do agree with Umar Johnson when it comes to that. and Tommy Sotomayor. I do agree with that. So I just take things a little bit from the right and from the left and make my decisions on who's the best candidate who I should vote for, right? But my overall values in life is more conservative, right? You can also have a Democrat as conservative, although that's rare. But anywho, man, I'm about to be out, man. I couldn't take no more of this thing because a bunch of simps and rudeness. With that being said, later.